Okay, we are rolling. Hey, Xiao thank you so much. Let's get some chocobos in the chat. Really appreciate that.
You gotta remember
55 months. Holy smokes.
That's a lot of months.
That's a lot of months.
I've known you for a long time now.
Yeah. You'd find something better to do by now.
You'd think.
Welcome everybody. This is Dragonlance, the Thorns of War, and we'll recap in just a second. But we are quasi playing through the Shadow of the Dragon Queen. I had to look at the title. That's embarrassing. um, with D&D, but making major changes in it, especially coming up. Looking forward, like this is awful. This is bad. We're changing all of this. I won't rant about that today. I'm Technofunk Boy. I'm gonna DM. Want to introduce ourselves? Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Jen, you want to start?
Hi, I'm Jen. I play Saria. I am a level 8 wizard of the red robed variety.
Jim's friend.
I'm Jim's friend. I play Jimpleton, the cleric, with only 5 intelligence.
I'm a Zaroth Harkonnen, and I'm level 7 human ranger. I mean, human rogue. Sorry, I was watching Lord of the Rings earlier.
Did you level up?
Roge.
I think I did. Yeah, I did level up to level.
Okay.
We were level 6, so I went to level 7.
Okay, good.
I'm a level ahead of everybody.
Yeah, she's special.
Okay.
I love how no one questioned that. They're like, yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, Rowena.
I'm Esther, and I'm playing Rowena Watherwood. I'm a ranger.
You tried to steal her character.
Yeah, that's
You
exactly
did.
what happened.
I'm the ranger.
Okay. I knew there was a ranger in there somewhere.
All right. So most recently, we have been in the northern waste. Up on the north side of Solamnia, and you were heading up there because Lord Soth had stolen this magical flame that has been burning since the cataclysm, and is going to try to take it to the city of lost names, where he plans to revive this old project of the King Priest of Istar's, the Flying Citadel, which is a flying city from which he can destroy his enemies. The army from Kalaman has been kind of making their way into the waste, but no one's really sure where this place was. You enlisted the help of some elves to find your way, and they have they were looking for some ancient Kaganesti magical artifacts, and agreed to kind of help you if you could help them. And so that was Dalamar and Kagathala. Y'all split up, went into separate areas. One group, you found the artifact you were looking for, but it was not Kaganesti and is of the very, very dangerous interplanar variety. And so y'all left that and instead started in a direction following some. I think you had met a couple of people who were familiar with the area, and so we're going to try to get close that way. The others of you went with Kagathala, and y'all met a bronze dragon who did know the way to the city of Lost Snake, and also had the artifact that Kagathala was looking for. And so it's about there that we're picking up. So some time is going to pass here. The one group with Jimpleton and Saria and Tim Timble and are going to be heading farther in because y'all's location was right on the shore and you didn't have to really travel much of anywhere. But y'all are traveling farther in and going to meet up with the other group at a preordained location. But this whole thing is going to take several days of travel through the wilderness and all. And so, is there anything in particular that you want to do along the way? Otherwise, we're going to fast forward a lot, but if there is something, we can handle it.
I guess one of the evenings, I guess I just want to take time before we meet up with the rest of the group to just maybe do a watch or whatever with Rowena, or just have some time to ask her more about the journal. I guess kind of.
No, I did not mention the journal, but you do still have the journal. You have had some notes in it and some offers to be escorted, under safe travel to the city of Lost Names.
I was kind of like thinking, have you given that any consideration? I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend it, but
Yeah, I'm not sure I trust. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe she would be telling the truth about me, but what about anybody else? Like, I don't know. Can we trust her?
is there anybody that you think?
We're trying to stop who she's fighting for, it seems like.
Yeah.
Why would she want to actually help us?
Yeah.
Unless maybe she's trying to stop it and infiltrated it to try to.
Maybe you could ask her that. I don't know. Is there anybody that knows your mother separately that could give a third party? You probably don't know.
I don't know. Do you? Do I know that?
Is there anybody?
Literally anybody from your town older than y'all.
Literally anybody from our town older than us.
But we're out here in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, not with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
that's something that'll have to wait, I guess.
Maybe
we can figure out a message I can send her.
Yeah.
To forestall it, or I don't know.
Just poke and see if that's something that maybe she's trying to start a coup. I don't know. Anyway, that was what I was wondering about. She hasn't written anything back to you.
Well, I think I didn't answer. Maybe.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah, I remember her saying that, and I asked a few questions, I think, but I didn't respond to the last message.
Okay. Well, you look good today. other than that, I think that's all I'm gonna.
Breathe. Thank you so much. 52 months.
Oh.
If those were weeks instead of months, that would be a year. But now it's more than a year. What I meant. All right, other group, anything?
What do you think would be the DC to understand or know the meaning of the word abomination as an intelligence check?
I can just tell you what it means.
I don't think like ridiculous, maybe 10.
Okay, then I'm going to use my new channel divinity power that we agreed upon in private messages. And And during my study session on one of the days, I'm going to, what did I call this new power? Let's see.
Understand.
No, Channel Divinity, Inspired Mind. Add +10 to 1 intelligence roll. Basically, that's the short of it. So during my studies, I had an epiphany, and I realized what the word abomination meant, and came to understand. Well, let's roll a wisdom. Yeah, I would say that I came to understand that the church killed my dog. Uh, and so probably I would be angry and subdued for most of the trip while I contemplate what that means for like how I view the church elders. What did it mean for Dalamar to heal my dog and turn it into an abomination? And should they have killed it, or was the dog like fine? So these are things that I'll be thinking about and brooding over, but not really necessarily coming to any conclusions.
Not yet. When you do, we're gonna abandon Dragonlance, and this is just gonna be John Wick uh, against the church.
Maybe so, or maybe I'll come to realize that, like, oh yeah, I guess if I had known the dog was undead, then maybe they did the right thing.
Right?
Because dead things in our religion, dead things are supposed to be dead.
I assume that Tim counterbalances the negative energy I'm feeling on this side of me, and that Tim has got more than enough positive energy to make up for that, and I'm just trying not to kill anybody.
Okay. As you're
Only kill the abominations.
as you're considering this as the days wear on the last day of travel, Tim is beside you, just going flower, 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 and you realize that after a while, it's like white noise. It's not really registering what's happening, and you're just going on your way, and then something catches your eye, and you look over, and Tim is shooting clovers out of her staff while yelling flower. And this confuses you a little bit. And you turn at right as Tim is saying, well, that's not right. And as you turn, uh, you see that Rowena is beside you.
Oh, hi.
With the other group. Y'all were closer, so y'all are already at the preordained location, and trying to get things ready. And Zroth is probably, kind of in a meandering way talking about something, and just um,
Yep.
and after a while, you notice, Tim saying, "Uh-huh. Yeah. Um, can I ask you something? What happened? Where am I?"
Stop meandering my talk and look over at Tim. That's unusual. Like, Tim, are you okay?
I don't know. I keep throwing out these clovers. She's not going to explain that statement. She
Received a blow to the head recently.
Well, no. We were fighting against these toads, and I thought that we were in real trouble. But sorry, you just kept, doing this spell and making and throwing everybody around the room, and that's when I caught hold of the frog and stabbed him back and threw him over a cliff.
Brony.
It was a
Tis
very
death?
big toad. It wasn't one of the normal ones.
Wow. Toad people. Y'all encountered toad people?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of them. The first one played dead, and it fooled everybody. We thought he was really dead. And then the second we turned around, he just all wow. And then Tim will say kind of like this and begin hopping out the door and around the corner. And you go out in the street, and she is gone.
I'm gonna look back in. I think she's gone.
We're in a town.
Y'all are not yet. Throughout is.
Okay.
Or a little settlement.
So Tim just appeared
I
here.
didn't really introduce it, but yeah, y'all. There's a little settlement in the area that y'all agreed to meet at.
Tim.
And you hear boing boing boing, and Tim comes hopping back. It's like that one didn't try to hurt us at all, but there was a big ugly one that you magic.
Rest of the group.
I don't know. I was with them. Did they not come with me? I thought that maybe they discovered like a teleport spell or
And Robina's not with me.
right.
This kind of happened suddenly.
Yes.
We switched places somehow.
Rowena. I'm gonna look around for Rowena for a second and be like, wait a second, Tim. You got here and Rowena's now gone.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like this is weird. I'm gonna kind of get my bearings and walk around. I'm just gonna walk around. I guess I'm still kind of I think that might be what happened, that there was like some kind of, but that doesn't make any sense to me, so I'm still looking. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, is actually like, come on, Tim, let's go. We gotta find the group. So I'm gonna go around and start looking for Rowena.
Okay.
And what about the other elf that was with me?
Yeah, Kagathla is with you, and she can come
Okay,
with you.
I'm gonna ask actually Kagathla, like, did you see where Rowena went?
No. Where did the kinder come from?
That's what I'm trying to. She's part of our party,
Well, I remember
but we've
her.
been, yeah,
It's been like 3 days. It hasn't been.
yeah. So it feels like 3 months, but but yeah, no, yeah, this is weird. Let's go. Maybe we should go look for everybody else. Tim, where was the last place you remember being?
Well, we were traveling to come. Well, actually, we were traveling to come meet you, but they told Dalamar said that we were still a day away, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll make some flowers on the way, and then I was just here, and so
Okay.
oh wait, I remember that the flowers were actually clovers, and
Okay. 4-leaf clovers or
I can check. Flower, 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 flower.
Okay. These are regular clovers. These are not 4-leaf clovers. Okay. Thank you, Tim. Let's head back in the opposite direction. We're gonna just cardinal directions from where you were coming from, let's head that direction.
Okay.
And the last thing you can remember.
All right. We'll jump back to the other party, and Rowena, you are with them. And
Well, that
Dalamar's
was
looking at
weird.
it's like, well,
I was
yes.
just talking to Zeroth. How did I get here?
Did you see Tim? Where's
No.
Tim?
I think we switched places somehow.
I would like to. Do I have detect magic? I hang on. I thought I had it.
Did you pick up some sort of magic item?
I have detect magic, but I have to do it as a ritual. Are y'all cool if I take 10 minutes to try to like detect to see what I can detect?
Use your tricorder scan.
Yes. I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Rowena, tell us something that only Rowena would know.
I have a journal that talks back, writes back. I don't know.
Well, the person who writes back would know that.
That's true.
Ooh. Could be that person. I'm sorry, I'm not there.
What would I know that they? We.
Something from your adventures together.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. We fought a hag. I mean, I don't know. River became a hag.
Oh,
You would know that.
Oh, that's right.
Or they would.
oh, River, yeah.
All right. We can, as you are wrapping up the spell, you do notice just not on Rowena, but on the rest of you, there is this lingering amount of magic, and it's I think I'm supposed to give it a school, and
Yeah.
it would be, I guess, closest to transmutation. But
And
you,
it's on like my person?
yes, you the the closest description that you can come to is that y'all are cursed.
Crap. I also have identify as a ritual. Hang on, let me see what if I can actually. I have to choose an object. I can learn any spells that are affecting. It says item. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this on myself.
I tell you
I'm
what,
not gonna.
you
Hold on.
roll Arcana for me.
15.
Okay, with what you have learned, just from detect magic,
Mm-hmm.
you are pretty sure that you picked that y'all were affected being in proximity to that stone,
Mm-hmm.
and that there is that you've been infected basically by the otherworldly chaos.
That's fun. I will tell the group this. Okay. I'll ask Jimbleton, do you have any way to remove curses?
Yeah, of course. Why?
Oh, because we're currently cursed.
All of us?
Well, you and I, probably also Tim.
Hmm.
And Dalamar.
Oh yeah, him too.
Okay. Well, I'll try it. And I'll cast Remove Curse on Saria.
It as you're forming the spell, you feel the resistance of this magic on it, and it the remove curse spell is not enough to remove it. You believe that you're going to need greater restoration.
Oh.
Big curse.
Well, let's see if I have that.
I doubt.
Well, I could have it. Well, maybe. Let me see if I have it in here. I might be able to have it tomorrow.
Okay. Until then, we will just
I
run the risk of being
I have to
randomly
look.
teleported places.
I have to look. I don't even know. Are these in alphabetical order? Not really. Is there a search function?
That's unhelpful if it's not in alphabetical order.
No, I only have lesser restoration. I don't have greater restoration.
How did you uncurse me?
I had to remove curse spell.
I thought you
Yeah,
used
I don't think-
Hag's curse will be removed by that. This is
Okay.
this is
Sorry,
not
I
a
don't,
formal curse. This is more of a it's it's
Right.
kind of like a magical disease.
It didn't work. I don't think I have the power to fix this, whatever it is.
Perhaps we can find a church or a priest. Like you know how people say you need a more adultier adult? Like maybe we need to find a more cleric-y cleric.
Well, Dalamar, do you have a greater restoration spell?
Not really my wheelhouse.
Hmm.
I can burn things though.
That will come in handy. Well,
That I feel like I can't actually say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. That would be greater deforestation.
yeah. Well, I guess there's nothing we can really do about this now. Sorry
What
you
does
got
it do?
teleported.
Can you tell if it does anything else, or do we just switch places? And
I don't
why
know.
So
is it on her?
mechanically,
It's on you.
how this is going to work is that anytime one of you who is affected rolls a nat 1, you're going to switch places with somebody.
Nice.
And I'm gonna roll a die to figure out who.
Great.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All
We
right.
better get
Well,
walking if it's
That's
gonna
fine.
take us a day to get.
we just have to live.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
sorry. I guess we just have to live with this for the time
Yeah,
being.
I can't fix it.
Rave gives disadvantage on the next roll.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Fortunately, Wilkes is preoccupied, or we would have many more disadvantages coming our way.
So
Well, here's something I might be able to do. Let me read it. Because I'm looking at what is this spell even called? Divination, where I can ask a question to a servant of a god, and I could ask them, "Where can I find someone with greater restoration?" But no, I don't think I will.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't like it. Never mind.
All right. So, the next day, the other party comes to this small settlement. This is a place that is called Hearts Hollow, and it is, as mentioned, just a very small settlement of some of the uh, of one of the barbarian tribes in the area. There's a score of people here. It's nothing formal, but they were able to get you a place to stay for a few days, and so yeah, the y'all are reunited, and can tell stories about what happened. And Tim has already told all the stories multiple times, with varying details, um, about how she saved the day, and but essentially by the time we get rolling again, 4 days have passed, and so we do have changes in the moons. I have put them up on the screen, but Solinari and Lunatari are about now both waning, and Nuatari is waxing. So with Lunatari waning, basically your spells go back to normal.
Yay.
And so you will be able to, after a rest, start heading north again. Dalamar and Kagathala will say their goodbyes here, and
Oh, that's something I want to do. Before, sorry, I should have done this before. Is Dalamar, when you healed my dog, what did you do?
well, wasn't necessarily healing. You ever read Pet Cemetery by Stephen King? No.
I can't read.
No. Um, it wasn't really healing. I just brought him back.
Why?
Uh, well, that's a good question. Oh no. I think it was pity that I think that you, of all people, serve a good dog. I think part of it was just because I could.
But you know what God I worship?
Yes, I remember.
So you would know that I would think a dead dog is not good.
That is very true. I do apologize. Um, I do apologize if it brought you any any suffering of it.
I'm not really sure how I feel. It's like, when you've already been sad about something and then you find out you were sad about the wrong thing and now there's something else, but you've already been sad. what do you do now?
Hmm.
And I don't know. And that's why I've been feeling so weird. But I do recommend no more dead dogs.
Understood. You might pick up a live one, though. Like I said, if anybody deserves a good dog, it's you.
Okay, well, I hope you do well.
You too. We will, on our journey south, we will let the armies know everything we found, and so that they can actually start heading in the right direction. Going to be quite some time before an army can get here, though. I have an idea of what you might be planning, and I will wish you Godspeed on it. Farewell, then, silent people.
Mm-hmm.
If
I
any-
already said goodbye.
Oh,
We're
not
mad
to
at
him.
you about the dog. So
Yeah.
like collectively, we're all like as this conversation with
Well, yeah,
Dingleton
'cause
is
that's the
having, the
first
rest
time
of
that
us are
y'all
just
have heard of it.
glaring in judgment.
Yeah, because that's y'all
Okay.
didn't know that I had realized anything yet. So
And Dalamar awkwardly turns around, and Kagathal is glaring at him too. I was trying to.
you did what? For who?
All right, so the dragon has given y'all the path that will actually get you into the City of Lost Names.
Let's follow the path.
Yeah.
I would genuinely like to know what this path is.
It's more of general directions. It's follow a river, and until it forks, and then a day later you turn right. But y'all are already most of the way through there. Getting to Heart's Hollow, you're not terribly far away, and it's
Is it treacherous, or it's just a trail?
it's not even a formal trail. It's just you're looking for landmarks. But no, it is the path that she gave you is one that is easier to walk than than normally what she would do, which is just to fly there. And so you're walking around uh you know along ledges and in valleys most of the time, and um the way to the location is fairly short from here, especially with Rowena with you, who's if I remember right, you one of your favorite trains is Mount, right? Okay, so
Swampy Mountains.
That's right, Swampy Mountains. And so she's able to guide you very, very quickly, and you follow this line of ridges around, and at a certain point that that you recognize through these landmarks, you stop, and you eventually locate a way, a cavern entrance, carefully and cleverly hidden, but knowing that it's there, you are able to find it, and that is the path forward.
Okay.
So it's like a cave.
Yep.
I think my mace generates light automatically.
Nice.
Let me double check. While you hold this weapon, it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. Yeah, so if it's dark in here, I'll be able to see 20 feet or 40 maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember. Yeah, I do have dark vision. I am assuming I'm okay.
Mhm.
Dark vision.
Yeah, with the light shining and all, you do enter
Yeah.
this cave. It is a natural opening in in this canyon wall, and you see ahead of you that it splits to the right and the left. Um, you also hear ahead of you a couple of voices, and
I would go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
they are muttering along. And one of them, um,
I
light
am
is
now a beacon.
the light is ridiculous. It just takes up the whole cave. It's
It really 20 feet is a lot.
it really is.
Yeah.
And you hear them saying, one of them saying, you know, um uh, no, no. We hear 2 hours. It been only 2 hours. And the other one says, I think it's 2 hours. And the no, it's 2 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall back out of the light spell.
So
when
so
real
outside, down the street, around the corner, 2
Right.
blocks away.
Is it this circle? The circle?
Yeah,
Templeton?
it's both circles. Yeah.
The outer circle is dim light, so even at the
Yeah.
mouth
Oh.
of the cave,
Oh.
you like go outside in the sunlight to get away from
In
the
the
light.
sun,
It's
yeah. When
Maybe
Saria
I'm like-
disappears, I'm like, Saria, did you teleport from the bad magic?
I'm not gonna respond verbally.
I'm
Well, I guess Saria's gone.
Templeton. You think you could turn the light down a little bit?
Well, I can turn it off, but then I can't see.
I can't see either. I'm a human. I have regular eyes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Can you put a blanket over it or something? A cloak?
Well, maybe. Let me see what I have.
Hide it under a bush. Oh no, I'ma let
see,
it
I have-
shine.
I have vestments. I can put vestments over it.
Does that work?
While
Like,
they're arguing about the light, I would like to walk forward as I want to try to
See
get
if
a
I
look
can-
at who's making the voices.
Yeah, and okay, so roll nature. Hey, Wilkes,
Yeah.
welcome. And roll it with disadvantage.
oh yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna call this.
Okay. That was 2 great rolls. Sorry, Rave, but I rolled a 19 at disadvantage. Wilkes! Go back and do what you were doing before.
Oh, this is great. I love the disadvantages.
You come across these 2 figures, just very very short, not even reaching 3 feet tall, dirty, with just clothes that are old and ripped, and they have these tiny green hats on, and these are
I'm so happy right now.
these are gully
so
dwarves.
happy right now. I'm so happy right now.
So gully dwarves are a species of dwarves in Kryn that are extremely dumb and very mistrustful of magic, they kind of congregate in the forgotten places of Kryn and live there.
Okay, here's what I want to do.
You're gonna take their hats.
I
right?
want to grab one of the hats.
Yeah.
I'll take one of their hats.
The hat just pops off, and the other one goes, "No, Caddy, no, don't drop hat." And the other one goes, "I have hat." And he's like, "No, don't drop hat. I have hat." And
I'm gonna take the other hats.
and she looks around. She's like, they're your hat. No, I have hat. We look for hat. Look for hat. And they're going to go around in on the ground trying to look for their hats.
I have them, and I'm gonna make them float up in the air, like dance around.
And they go, Caddy, look, there it is. And Caddy will say, "No, Rin, no. Those magic, don't want magic hat. No magic hat. We go get new hat." And Caddy will say, yes, we go get two hats. And they will run off to the north.
I have 2 gully dwarf hats. I will go back to my group. I'm gonna remain invisible, but I will let everybody know that it was just gully dwarfs. Everything's okay, and I have 2 hats. If anyone wants one, I'm gonna wear one, but I have an extra.
I wonder which one of our party is going to volunteer to take the next hat.
Look, Tim is going to volunteer to take whatever if somebody does not
Yeah.
jump in front of her.
True.
Okay. Nice.
Sounds like me and Tim have matching hats.
Gully dwarves are known for having really bad lice, right?
Oh yeah.
It's okay.
Do I know what a gully dwarf is?
It'd be a nature roll. It wouldn't be a overly difficult one, honestly.
Oh, at disadvantage though, right?
You do have
'Cause
disadvantage.
Wilkes.
Yeah. Wilkes' disadvantage.
13.
13. Yeah. You know gully dwarves.
Do they speak Dwarven?
They speak
Dwarvish?
No, they kind of speak a very simplified common, but they wouldn't speak any other.
Okay.
Technically dwarves, I guess, but in my mind, they appear more gnomish.
They do not live necessarily with dwarves. They find places that other people have built but are now abandoned. And wherever that is, that's where they congregate and that's where they flock. The dwarves don't let them into their cities or anything. And so they don't necessarily grow up near dwarves. They grow up near or kind of close to everything. Which is why why they kind of develop a knack for at least basic common.
So, Saria's voice, there's no danger ahead?
Well, I didn't say that. I just know that the voices we heard are not dangerous, and they've also moved further north, so there's very likely going to be more gully dwarves in here.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to uncover the light again and let myself see better. That's right. I'm going to take the cloak off of my weapon. Well, let's go forward
I'll
then.
remain invisible. Yeah, it took me a whole spell slot to use this, so I'm going to stay invisible.
Are you going to move out of the way to avoid me bumping into you?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll. You don't worry about me. I can hang in the back.
Excellent.
All right. I'll come up behind you, Jim Bolton.
Mhm.
All right, so the left path kind of slopes downward. The right one just a little bit up. The slopes aren't like crazy, but they are distinct. Um, as you shuffle along, you like uh, you're seeing enough of the rubble below you that is like straight and formed, that you are realizing that that you're in the ruins of something of
Mm.
that used to be here but has long since been just crushed.
Do the instructions that we have about the path say anything beyond the cave entrance?
No.
Okay. Well, does anyone want to go down or up?
Um,
Well, the gully dwarves went north.
should maybe we should follow behind them. I don't know.
Or go the
I
opposite.
mean, they're not super communicative, but they may have information we might be able to pry out of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe we should try to interview them. Maybe Jimpleton actually should talk with them.
Sure. I'll talk with almost anyone.
All right, so you're gonna head north.
Yep. I already moved a little, but I didn't go a lot because I don't want to go past something that might trigger. And then you're like, wait, whoa, hold on.
You come to the distinct ruins here, and mismatched bones lie scattered around this large chamber. So the cavern itself is natural. Its ceiling has caved in, and with it, part of a building has fallen into the cavern. Inside the collapsed structure are strewn wooden, uh, wooden mannequins and just destroyed clothing.
An old clothing shop. Gooch by you.
There's a path to the south and then two to the north, and the one immediately next to you, you hear the two gully dwarves start coming back, and with a quick glance, you see that they have new hats.
You're found the ruins of a
I'll
Sears.
stand in the I'll stand in the little gap here to kind of block it, and then just say hello.
And the gully dwarves come up to you and looking. Truders, truders, no, 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 you not loud here. Go back. And the other one, Caddy, will say, they look friendly. No, Caddy, no, they truders.
Well,
You go back.
why not allowed?
You go back. We have orders from Dimmadin.
I'm
I would
gonna.
like to. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do a. What's this called?
Wilkes says, take those hats
Deception.
too.
And I'm gonna say, back is that way, and I'm gonna point forward
Okay.
because they're saying go back, and I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Do I have disadvantage right now? I think we used them both.
You used them both, yeah.
We used
Was there
them.
a third one? Okay, so I rolled a
Don't
17.
give chat any ideas.
Hey, already, it's done. Too late.
And Bryn will go. Yes. Yes. You go. Intruder. Go.
Back. Yes.
Yes.
And I will
we'll
start
point
to
the
walk
way
forward.
that you had pointed. And
Yes.
Caddy said, they seem nice. No, Caddy. And and he'll point, you go back.
I'm going to look behind me at the rest of the group. We go back.
I'm
And,
gonna
and Ren
just
will
nod
cross
without-
his arms in front of him and just watch you go.
I would like to take Ren's hat as I walk by.
Oh no.
And Ren will go, no, Caddy, no.
I have 3 gully dwarf hats.
And Caddy will say, they have our hats. They're nice. No. All right. So you're going up in here?
Yeah.
Okay. In here, you find a structure from above again has collapsed into the cavern. Bashed barrels, shelving, and shards of colored glass flutter in the chamber. And on top of that, you see at least 3 score of the exact same hat. These green hats. They're just strewn about randomly, and Rin comes and grabs one and puts it on. They go, you go. He gets confused and he walks out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the gully dwarf hats I have. I'm gonna add them to the pile. So I'm no longer carrying around my gully dwarf hats.
Tim is
So
not
then-
giving one up.
That's
So did the-
okay. I fully expect him to keep hers.
Are the 2 goalie dwarfs going back to guard the front room again?
Yes.
Excellent.
Seems like we might have hit a dead end though.
There's
Yeah.
stairs up here.
Are they blocked
They
off?
look caved in.
Yeah. That's basically
Oh.
the stairs of the shop. Has fallen down, so it leads nowhere. It's just rubble.
Can I, and like if I try to peek through it, there's nothing there?
No.
Oh.
These structures came from above, so they're openings above us, like
No.
is
Well,
Sears above us.
no. It's there's still a ceiling above you. This didn't happen recently. Like this happened a very long time ago. You would guess time of the cataclysm because that's when most things get ruined in Kryn.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid cataclysm.
Can I, while we're in here, can I just kind of do a search for anything that might have any kind of secret or hidden passages or anything in the walls or
Yeah, go ahead and
anything that we're not seeing directly?
go ahead and roll perception.
Wait. Yeah. 18.
If you can't find your perception roll, that's an automatic fail of perception.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you find a few intact bottles. And they have, the label is completely worn off, but you can tell these are wine bottles. This was probably a liquor store. And this, very old. The glass is very old, but very fine. Well made. And there is liquid inside these unbroken ones.
I found here. It's like something to keep us warm if we have a little campfire later.
You also notice that the way I'm picturing it in my head is that Zroth is like looking at the wine bottle and kind of rubbing it in behind them in with some of the rubble and pile of things. It starts to move, shift, and there's something for getting up from underneath it.
Like right where I kind of grabbed the stuff from.
It's gonna be like on the south side.
Something's
Right.
getting up.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna I'm gonna kind of stand at the ready,
Okay.
expecting
good.
like a rat or something to jump out.
Now this massive clay figure comes rising up and stretches its arms out, and you recognize a clay golem.
Ooh.
And from the doorway, you hear, "No, no!" I'm joking. Yes. All right. And let's initiative. Now they changed things.
Did, huh?
There it is. Let's roll initiative.
$16.
All right, what'd you get?
I got a 21.
11. Did Golem roll a 1? Awesome.
Golem rolled a 2, but has -1. Did Rowena answer? I'm sorry.
14.
I'll roll for Tim real quick. Oh my goodness.
I think I deleted myself.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. What did you do?
I don't know. Well, what did I do?
All right, we're bringing Jimpleton back out.
Should I leave the game and come back? Because I can't click anything.
What was your roll?
16.
All right. Well, Tim is first. And if we can't move you, then we'll figure something out. But I don't have like an icon. Can't do anything with you.
Let me try this.
Can y'all see a second Jimpleton?
I only see one Jimpleton.
Saw it moving.
You see a name Jimpleton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can click on me again. I left the game and came back.
Okay.
I think I was like here,
Yeah.
close, something like that.
All right. What do you want Tim to do?
Flower. Oh, fairy fire, of course.
Yep. All right. The thing fails its save, so it is ferried and fired.
Nice.
Zeroth.
I'm gonna do two. My double-handed crossbows. I'll do one. For 10,
No.
and then second one for 24. That hit.
24 will hit. Is what you're doing magical?
No.
Okay. It hits, but it just bounces right off.
Okay.
All right. Any movement? Anything?
Is there anything I can get behind? I'm guessing it looks like not really.
Rowena. No, I'm saying get behind Rowena.
Yeah.
No, there's all sorts of stuff here. Like there's all this shelving fallen. There's a bunch of glass on the ground. Yeah,
Okay.
but otherwise, yeah, there's a ton of debris and stuff that if you want to hide.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hide over here in the corner behind these structures.
Okay. Now I can't see Zeroth.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Jimbleton. Wilk says, "Get behind the hats."
Yeah. I'm jumping.
So I'm looking at stone shape, and it says you touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, which in this case could be the floor if it's made of stone, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose. So, for example, you could shape a large rock into a weapon, idol, or coffer, or make a small passage through a wall as long as the wall is less than 5 feet thick. You can also shape a stone door or its frame to seal the door shut. The object you create can have up to 2 hinges and a latch, but finer mechanical detail isn't possible. I'm wondering if I would be able to lift a stone wall up in front of me out of the floor and box this thing in.
Okay, yeah. So, like just right in front of him.
Yeah,
Something had weird happened.
but I don't know if I can make it big enough.
It would just be the 5 foot section.
Yeah. Then, oh, I know what I can do. Uh, Everyone, run out this passageway. And then I will run out this passageway. I have an idea.
Okay. Rowena.
And then I guess that's a movement. And then I could hold my action, which would be the spell, Stone Shape, to close the wall behind us if everyone
Okay,
leaves.
sure. Yeah. All right, Rowena.
This I actually do, I think. I'm going to listen to Jimpleton, but before I run out of the room, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
And try to shoot it with my +1 longbow.
Right.
And that's 14.
14 does hit.
Okay. And then I have +1d6 to add to that, I believe, for the Hunter's Mark. So that's a 6 + 2 is 8 points of damage.
Great. All right.
And then I'm going to run out after Jimpleton.
All right. Zarya.
I will run out after Jimpleton, and I'm gonna hold my action in case it bursts through. Am I allowed to do that? Like hold like it would it trigger on a certain events?
Yeah. Yeah, if he comes through.
Okay, that's what I want to. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I have a spell I'm gonna cast if he busts through the barrier, but I'm gonna let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna follow Jimpleton out.
Are you still invisible?
Yeah, but I'll like tap you on the shoulder or something.
All right, it is not.
Who's there?
Stream, we're gonna have to deal with. All right, yeah, it is very slow. It only moves 20 feet, so it's coming. It's coming that way. Tim, I think would come, would complain, and say, hey, do you think the golem can come with us?
Well, we hope
Well,
not.
we'll find out.
All right, Droth.
I guess I'm gonna. I might need to use both my movements to get out the door. So
Oh, to dash.
to dash, yeah. Or I can do it with one unit, with one movement, I guess. Yeah, I'm outside.
Okay, wall comes up.
All right, yeah, I used my spell slot. I cast it, and now there is a wall where there was a hole in the wall.
Okay, we will leave initiative. You hear it behind the door, so I would not dawdle in the area. Otherwise, we'll jump back into initiative. But
We should leave quickly, I think. I don't know. This wall is not very strong. But then I'm going to move with purpose to the south.
okay, go
I
ahead
will
and
follow. Yeah.
all
My
right.
wisdom was doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
All right, so to the south, southern areas, you feel that slope heading downward, and once you get over there, you see that um the path forward is flooded. The chamber transitions from natural stone walls and floor to worked marble blocks. The passage tilts down to the southwest, where a carving depicts a dragon in flight. Half the dragon's body is submerged in dark water. The hallway behind completely.
Feel like we would have to swim to get through or wade.
You'd have to swim.
Let's see if I have something for that.
I have shape water.
Oh,
Yeah. It says I can instantaneously move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction, or I can cause the water to form into simple shapes. I can change the water's color, or I can freeze the water so long as there are no creatures in it, and the water will stay frozen for an hour. So it says if you cast a spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at any time, and you can dismiss such an effect as an action. So I could either create a path for us in the water, but I don't think I'll be able to get everyone across because I can only make 5 by 5. Like I could get me across,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be able to like keep it the whole passage. So it's probably better if I just freeze the water and then we carefully walk over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was
Wilkes, no.
Or
as
always
part
by
of the
yourself.
passage, the water is floor to ceiling, though, right? Or no?
Yeah, it is complete. You're right. That is completely
It's
described as
completely
completely
flooded.
flat.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
We
in
can
that case, if you want, I can get me in. Like I can shape water enough to like get me through, but y'all won't be able to
Out
follow because
ahead.
the water would come back. And I could scout ahead, yeah.
Or we could all
Okay.
like surround you, right?
Mm.
And walk together.
Well, no, because it only does 5 feet in any
Okay.
We'd have to
direction.
be like
So,
on top of her.
Yeah.
Well,
Now see
it's
what
just
we
a
need to
cantrip.
do.
That's why it's not very helpful.
I got it. I know what we have to do, right? This is going to be amazing. Saria goes through, and then we all start spamming ability checks until we roll a natural 1 and switch places with Saria, and then she goes through again.
It's funny.
That only works for you and Tim. It won't work for Rowena and Zara.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
well, actually,
That's funny.
While we're right here,
we got
we don't actually have a ton more to go. But let's go ahead and take a break because we have enough still to go that I could use drink.
Mhm.
And we'll take a quick break. Like I said, we don't have a ton left. And, when we come back, we won't have a lot more. But
All right.
all right, okay. So
Well, we just did your fight in one turn, so.
right. Okay, we will be back.
I didn't have all that much Dr. Pepper left in the can though, so
Gotta improvise. What was it? What somebody they sent me a link that they're doing like a Dr. Pepper Krispy Kreme. Oh my gosh, that seems
What?
like a lot of sugar.
That seems like so much sugar.
Gosh. All right, well, we are back. Y'all are staring at water. Sorry.
Water.
Thank you.
I
I was trying to write down that link so I can get more followers.
no,
Mhm.
you don't need it. Yeah, I'm if everyone's okay with it, I would like to use my shape water ability and try to see if I can scout through to the other side.
Thanks, Raven.
Mhm.
Okay, that is doable. All right, so you're going through.
Yes. Let's see. Bonk.
You come out the other side. It's not a ridiculously long hallway or anything, but you do come out the other side, and you are in a room. The ceiling of this room is 20 feet high, and so you're able to kind of get to the top. Most of this room is flooded. Does kind of go, that angle of the room does mean the water starts going down toward a northern hallway, and it's dry from that point. But since it's so tall, that you are able to to float in here. Um, there in here there are murals of dancing people on the wall. Small stone stage rises to the west. The lower southwest half of the room is flooded, and the remains of tables, chair, and a bar barely protruding above the water surface. Roll. Uh, uh, and sorry, and you do see on the other side of the stage there is a door there. But also roll. Perception.
11.
11. Okay.
Oh no.
Hmm?
My roll 20 just like blacked out.
Mm.
Roll
So that's
20.
cool.
You are failing big time today.
I'm just gonna refresh the
Like
page.
you're starting to like. I was impressed with the changes you've made, but yeah, this has not been your best day.
There we go. It's a little better. Is this floor to ceiling water or
No, just on the
um
south side of the room, but
okay.
it tapers. Well, no. I'm sorry. The ceiling of this room is so tall it never reaches the ceiling. But
Okay.
it's kind of hitting that
Um
8-foot mark on the south side of the room, but then tapers down quickly to the north.
okay. And then that stage is it looks like that's the
It's
stage is
kind of
above the water
right. It's
line.
sitting above the water. Yeah.
Okay. What I will do is I will go back and I will report my findings because I think that most of them can probably swim through and hold their breath long enough to make it.
Sure.
So I will tell them that if they want to come follow.
Okay. Everybody going?
I
Yeah.
don't know how to swim.
Oh no.
Oh, we did
Is
establish that early on.
wow. Oh no. Okay. Let me see. How can I get you
Can,
over?
do you think I could just walk through? I have, if we take some of this steel out of the, well, I'm wearing a breastplate.
Tim is fishing through her pouches, going, "I thought I had a snorkel."
I would really not be surprised if she had a snorkel.
Let me see. The breastplate weighs 20 pounds. That's pretty heavy. Everything else heavy. The bag of holding
How
is
about
heavy.
this? How
I have
about
a
this? How
miner's
about this?
pick.
Put
I have a rope.
everything weighing you down in your bag of holding. Give me the bag of holding, and you walk through. You don't have to swim. You just have to hold your breath, and I will make sure you make it over.
Ricano, thank you so much. I really appreciate the sub. Let's get some chocobos in the chat.
Oh, Chucklebu.
So you want me to like take all my armor off and everything?
Whatever you think is going to make it to where you can't walk across. We can get it back on when we get to the other side.
Well, if
But
I'm
if you put it
walking,
in the
then
bag of
I can just.
holding, if you think it'll be fine, then keep it on. You seemed concerned about it. That's the only reason why I said anything.
Well, I was thinking if I carry more heavy stuff, then I can walk without floating.
Oh, you want to weigh yourself down. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So, but I think probably just the breastplate and the shield is probably enough. Uh, I'll try it. I'll just start walking and hold my
I'm gonna
breath.
go. I'm gonna be there to assist him in case. I'm gonna kind of be
I
helping him.
think Saria is.
Oh, sorry, you guys.
Is this water clear or is
No,
it
it's murky.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just, yeah, if I know I can't see where I'm going, then I'm gonna recommend I have a rope. If you take the
so
rope to
okay.
the other side, then I can just follow the rope.
Well, or maybe what would be easier is I can just shape water for you and I can swim. Because all I have to, it has to be a place I can see. So I can shape water for you to get you across if you just want to walk across. And then I can swim. How about that?
Okay, sure. We'll try it. Oops, wrong person. Off I go.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. Bloop, 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 bloop. So do we need to roll something here
No,
to
no,
see
I
if this
think.
works? Or okay.
Wait, you know what?
So I
Yes.
awesome.
Sorry, I want you to roll Arcana.
Okay.
To try to maintain the spell. What I'm really hoping for, and it didn't happen, so I'll just tell you what I was hoping for, was that you were going to
Okay.
roll a nat 1 and then jump somewhere else, and the water was going to come crashing on Jimbleton.
And I'm not holding my breath.
Right.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
Well, that didn't happen.
Boo.
It would have been fun though.
Yep.
So then we just make it through to the other side.
You know, next time I might. Who was that brought that up? The wild mage thing that you know, if you don't roll a nat 1, then it becomes 1 or 2.
That was me. Yeah, it was me.
You
My
probably
friends and
shouldn't
I.
have-
Yeah,
you
when
probably
we do
shouldn't have
that.
told me that. I might do that next time because y'all are not using this mechanic at all. But yeah,
I'm
But we
y'all can
aren't
all
rolling.
y'all can all get over there.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm the only one who would have had trouble because everyone else probably can swim.
Yeah, I didn't make that one of my traits. I couldn't swim.
As you
I like
as y'all are emerging this time now on top of the stage, yeah, first of all you see that the doors are open behind it, but you see a woman there in red robes. She has a bone mask over her face, and you know, both her robe and uh, you know, just her normal jewelry is all bone made. And so she has a necklace of bone, and then at 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 the at the ends of her robe itself, as well as right in the front, is intricately designed thing made of small bones.
Is she Strahd's decorator?
Is there any religious imagery that I would recognize?
Does she have the eye thing?
I think.
What was that? What was that? Ruby
Rowena's
eye or
mom.
something? Rowena's mom,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Is it-
Yes,
well, you can't
yes.
see her eyes, so you don't know.
Okay. I was gonna say, throw me the journal on the back.
But
thing.
Jimbleton, roll religion.
14.
There's nothing religious about it. You do think that there's some kind of arcane connection to the design.
Hello.
He he would say, "You outwitted the guards." Shocking.
That wasn't hard.
Not usually, but if they're what we have. I am going to have to move my golem though. That was too easy to get around, wasn't he?
Well, he was hidden under a pile of hats.
And behind a wall.
Now he's behind a wall. Yeah.
The hats are where they put the hat. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Your gully dwarves are maybe not best suited for guard duty.
No, again, it's all I have. Well, come in.
Well, we're in.
She'll walk through the door to the into the corridor behind.
All right. I'll follow.
I'm gonna like wring out my clothes so they're not so wet. I mean, they'll still be wet,
They
but not
wouldn't be wet.
drenched.
They wouldn't be wet. I
Oh
shan't wash
yeah,
you.
because I was dry.
You're the
Yeah,
only
I
one
was
not
the Red
wet.
Sea. Yeah, I forgot already.
Oh,
Nice.
I never play casters. What's the spell that can dry everybody off? Is that prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
I
that?
have that. I can dry everybody off. Yeah.
Helping the wizard.
I guess you're probably not invisible anymore.
No,
At some point
I
that'll
don't
wear
think
off.
it lasts an hour. I would imagine at
Oh.
either now or around now it's wearing off.
Sure. Inside you see, not like well constructed, but clean. Like it's clear there are cracks in the wall. It's clear that this is something that had fallen. The once nice tiles are all broken, but everything is swept in here and tidy. There are chairs around a table, and in the corner is a teapot. The um, the woman grabs the teapot. I'm afraid we do not have enough teacups. We definitely do not have enough chairs. Must forgive me, it has been quite a while since I've had visitors. In fact, I think you're only the well, you count all of those people up there as one group. You're the second group in 300 years, and also the second group this week.
There's chairs in the water room.
Very
That's
true.
the first thing you want to say in response to that?
She will.
Yes.
She will put her hand on the bottom of the tea kettle, and it immediately starts whistling, and she'll start pouring. There's four teacups, and so she will offer them to whoever will take them. Of the five of
I'm gonna
you.
go grab some chairs.
So who was the first group to visit you then?
Oh dear, it's the what's everybody been calling them? The Draconians with the goblins and the hobgoblins, the dragons and the undead.
And how did that visit go?
Well, they didn't come through here, thank.
So who were you?
Oh, forgive me. My name is Demelin.
Demelin.
She will take out. She would take off her mask and she's an elf. And appears ancient for an elf, which is quite ancient indeed. And she'll pull down her the hood on her cloak, and she'll sit down in one of the comfy chairs, and leaving the soaked, malformed wooden chairs to that Jimpleton
Not
is
a very
bringing
good
in.
host.
Yeah, I brought the. There's not enough chairs for everyone. I made 2 trips.
She'll say, forgive me, I assume that you would be okay with an elderly woman having a chair.
Get up from my chair.
Of course.
Sorry, roll history.
Yeah. Dirty 20. Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe. You've heard of her. She's extremely powerful red mage in this area. Everybody assumes she died in the cataclysm because she has not been heard from in 320 years since that time.
Wait, so have you just been hiding out here since the cataclysm?
Well, hiding out, one way to put it.
How
another
would
way of,
you put it?
I would say, doing pen.
Ah,
This,
I see.
all of this, is because of my hubris. Not mine alone, of course, but mine.
There is. What happened?
The king priest of Istar, as you undoubtedly know, um, was trying to gain more and more power. The fact that you are here, and I did have word of your coming from um, my old friend Splinter, who I have not seen in quite some time, but good to see her. I I managed to dodge the king priest's wrath because I was useful. Did not, as a whole, like mages at all. But if you proved your worth, he'd keep you around. I spent ages in this area researching what it would take to raise a city in the air. And I, along with everybody else working with us, came to the conclusion that there was one place that might have the power. And we foolishly sought it. This is that place. The city of lost names was built on an ancient and holy site. And we built it here because of the magic that was inherent in the ground itself.
Only to who?
To the dragons was the burial place. After the war, the the chromatic dragons, the evil dragons, largely withdrew with Takesis. The metallic dragons decided to hide themselves away to keep the balance in the world. But when their time came, they were drawn to this place. The collective power there remains in this ground. Astronomical. It was the only way we figure out that we could do it. As I said, foolishly, we went ahead with the plan. Um, we began building the city, and we indeed got it off the ground. But that is when the gold dragons discovered what we were doing. There was a confrontation that went disastrous, and the city fell. And that's where we are.
So you made a
When you
whole
say
city fly?
it. My
Like in that book.
and my pride and arrogance caused it to fall. When I awoke in the rubble, I found that I had not died. I decided that that was a mercy I did not. I stayed here within the grave of everyone I worked with, everyone who was there that day, of mages, of clerics, of soldiers, knights, dragons. They all died that day, and I should have too. So I've stayed here. It's self-imposed burial.
Have you seen a guy come through here? And I'll describe Soth.
Yes, Soth is here
Okay. He's here currently.
currently.
Did you talk to him?
No,
How do you know where he is? Like, how do you know he's here?
Well, the dwarves have brought me news. They mentioned a big scary guy with a bucket on his head, riding a skeleton horse, with two other dead knights with him. Now, two, of course, mean however many they mean. But I I've been with them for generations now. I kind of learned how to ask questions to get the answer that I need from them. And so they've been around the city. They've told me who was there. A lot of them. But you may have a chance. I sense something of great power with you. And I think it's one that I know very well. Do you have it the Dragonlance?
I personally don't. One of these guys does.
I'm gonna look around and be like, yeah, one of us has it. I think.
I don't think I'm carrying it.
Whoever's carrying it, are y'all gonna
I
show
never
her?
wrote it. And Tim's gonna pull it out of her bag. Oh, this thing?
Everyone's like, where did it go?
She will look at it and she's like, I knew I recognized. This particular one was Cursed of Paladine. The Solamnic Knights, Sarlamar, had used it against the Gold Dragon, Caravarex, at this place, right above us. It killed the dragon, and the Curse of Paladine killed Sarlamar as well. But gives me pause. In this state, it can't be used again, and we can't reforge it without dragon metal. And honestly, we can't reforge it. What does the prophecy say? Without a blacksmith with one silver arm and the hammer. I'm blanking on that guy's name. One of the hammers of the dwarves, none of which we have here. Karas, that was his name. I'm going to re-say that so I can make it look like I remember things. In the podcast.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
And without the hammer of Karas, none of which we have right now. But in the city, there's a temple to Paladine. I should seek it out if I were you. Bringing this back here. I don't know. Help awaken the gods once more to shine their favor on us.
Whereabouts in the city will we find that?
So I'll show you the exit. Here, this from this place, you're going to be able to get into the eastern part of the city. The Temple of Paladine is in the northwest quadrant of the city.
Okay. Are you just gonna stay here? Because you could come help us.
You could work out your penance that way, being useful.
Wow. Did you say that out
I mean,
loud?
no, I just.
Oh, well, if you didn't, then I did have a line of questioning that I was going to do at some point before we leave her. So
I guess I did say that, and I feel I don't mean that any disrespect by that, but you do seem like a powerful wizard, and your story is compelling. But wouldn't you feel better if you knew that you helped to actually put your hand to fixing this problem? Come with us. We could use you. You could use us.
I was buried 300 years ago. That right out.
Funny, we talked to a dragon that also didn't want to help. I get it though. A lot. I'm young.
Well.
I'm young to this world.
The dragons have good
So-
reason not to help. They have an oath to,
Do you
to
think-
keep, and there's a lot on the line for them. For me, it's just
Do you think if you went back outside, you would just destroy the world again?
Wow, yet again with the questions.
We're embarrassing. Sorry.
I can't take these guys anywhere. I'm so sorry.
She will consider Jimpleton. I not thought of it like that. I don't think I trust my judgment. I used to have profound trust in myself. I was the only one I did trust. The only one who I knew was right. Don't think that.
Do you know? Oh, what does he call himself? Orim.
Who?
Orim.
Who is
Hmm.
that?
He's a priest
Oh, yeah.
from your time.
Sorry. Yes.
He's a priest from your time.
You might want to also read for the podcast.
It's
You know,
been-
one
it's
of
been a
my
while.
personal favorite NPCs.
Yes.
Uh,
Jim is like, who that?
yeah.
Yes, the young priest in Kalaman.
Yeah, he's as old as you.
Oh no, he is not.
Well,
I was old before he was young.
and like right now, Jimpleton is like thinking about that stack of steel coins that went up to the ceiling. Like he's trying to imagine large numbers
Yeah.
and like how they compare. Well, he's anyway. You could trust his judgment.
Oh, what an odd thing to think about. That young, brash priest of Kiriajolith. Oh, it's barely a boy.
Well,
Did he
he's
come?
been,
Did he come?
in a way, dead for 300 years also. But now he lives again. New life in his eyes. I saw it myself.
Oh, that is a good thing. Did I hear right that the gods have returned?
Yes. Well, no. But you would think yes.
Okay, that is good.
They never
because,
left.
It is good that that young priest has come back because I can already tell like several of you are gonna need restoration spell.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I don't even feel bad anymore for all of the mean things they said to you.
You're
I didn't say
clearly have
anything mean.
you clearly have some some connection with the chaos realm. I see it all over you.
Yes. But that was an accident. We didn't need to get too close
I
to that
didn't
stone.
say that it was on purpose. I just said that you need a restoration spell.
Yeah.
So
No, we do. We do. You know any?
Oh no, it's out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I figured.
so while you
I love how many
consider,
wizards y'all are asking for healing from.
yeah. trusting the judgment of another instead of yourself. If you do think you're just gonna stay here longer, forever, then do you have any money that you don't need?
Oh,
Freaking question.
wow.
Roth's gonna be like nodding, like, yeah, good question.
Oh my gosh.
And magical items?
I won't ask about that. Yeah, I won't ask about that. Just the money.
Do you have a cloak of the bat lying around in this den somewhere?
No. I really hope she goes, decides to go talk to Orem and see if she should come out of her hiding.
Oh my.
At some point, she's gonna get fed up and be like, you know what? I'm telling Soth, you're here right now.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
She will.
But, only if you're not going to go up.
She will say, I will consider this. In the meantime, though,
Because I learned there's a lot of money that you need to buy stuff.
Mhm. He was so naive and innocent before he learned about commerce. And now we
Mhm.
can't do anything with him.
right?
Well, I put in my notes that I'm basically a loot goblin now because
Okay.
of my new understanding of, still very naive, but understanding of how expensive stuff is. So I'm just like, well, if you don't need money, I'll take it.
Oh no, Techno Wilkes says that our video is gone.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
sorry. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
There you
touched a
go.
button.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it drives me crazy. It's like OBS started doing this thing where my Discord has to be on my screen for OBS to pick up the video.
Oh,
Like it will still pick up
yeah.
audio, but not the video, and it's
Mhm, mhm.
really very
It's
seriously
ridiculous.
irritating.
Mhm.
She will say, I will consider your words, but there's one thing that I can definitely do. Saria. My
Hey,
I got these robes centuries ago. They probably could use a washing. But in the meantime,
well,
I do
there's
think
I there's some water right outside.
um it is much too nice of a robe to not pass on. You are going to help keep this city on the ground where it belongs. You have it. She will take her
Your
red
robes.
robes and hand them to you, and they do smell. They smell faintly of brimstone.
You know what? I don't even notice. I'm just like so excited to receive robes from somebody I've heard so much about.
So you're starstruck.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
I will.
asking, a level 20 wizard for money.
For like, yeah. I will
You got any
graciously
spare change
accept
for a
them.
fellow?
All right. You will need to attune to it. This is Cape of the Mont Blanc.
Can we hang out? So do crew team. I think we're all enjoying our tea. Why don't we stay for another hour?
I'm fine with that. I'm eating her
The
Werther's
leg on my
little
chair is
lemon
going to
crotch
break,
cake.
and I fall over. Sure.
Um. All right. So as you wait there, at some point when y'all are separated, like Zroth's gone can or something. Wherever Zroth is, you will hear a little psst, right around the corner.
Here, wait. I will.
Yeah, you do hear.
Wait, what do I hear? Because it went quiet for a second.
Psst. Zroth.
Oh, I'm gonna kind of freaking out, but I'm gonna kind of follow the whisper.
Okay. As you turn the corner, you see you see a group kind of in the corner of these tiny flying fairy creatures that are glowing in the corner, and there are three of them, and one of them, Roth, come here.
Would I know better, or
No.
do I,
No, you would not.
I don't
Are you
have the.
asking if you know better or if your character knows better?
Well,
I
no,
think
but my
either way,
character.
the answer is probably no.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can I
To
do
be
a nature
clear,
check?
I was referring to your character.
Thank you, appreciate that. Can I do a nature check? See if I
Sure.
I recognize these.
Yeah.
And am I is there, other than just my curiosity? There's no other kind of fool. I'm not getting.
No.
I'm not getting like hypnotized or anything. All right. Oh, 8.
8.
Okay.
Definitely going to check it out. I'm like, what do I have?
Yeah, you recognize these things are like little fairies, but as far as their nature, or
Oh.
anything, you don't know much about them.
I've never seen fairies before like this. What are y'all names?
One of them says like, we were sent by your friend, River. You remember her as River. It's not a real name, but you remember her as River. She saw ahead, and she's very, very, very worried about all of you, and so asked us if we could come help. And so we have brought this loaf of bread, and they will, and it's big for them, but it's like tiny for you. Okay, and says, and he says, look, eat this before you're in danger, and it will help.
It just me, or should I? How big is it?
It's
Can I
like
share it with my?
it's like a little wafer.
It's like a
Like
tiny
a
little-
muffin.
Yeah, it's like a muffin.
It's pound cake.
Okay. All right.
It smells
Should
I
good.
feel like
It
you
smells
could offer
honey.
me pound cake and I would get into a van. Like I would eat the pound. If it was pound cake, I would eat it.
At work, they, because I work for a big organization, and they, want to make sure that we're on the lookout for like phishing attempts and stuff. They will
Mhm.
sometimes send us fake requests and if we report it, then a little window
Mhm.
pops up like, "You
Mhm.
caught us, yeah!" And they sent us one that was like, "Hey, everybody gets a raise. Just click here to see how much it is." And we're all like,
No one's fooled by
no
that.
one's fooled by that. But I was talking to my team, and I'm like, I swear, if all they have to do is say, "We're gonna send you some cookies," I'll be like, "Yes, take all the company secrets. I am risking it."
That's exactly right. I'll tell them. Well, I appreciate this, and I'll put it in my cloak, and then I'll say, just give River my regards, and um, you know, um, yeah. Hopefully, this doesn't kill me. It's not poisonous. And can I pick up? Can I sense deception on them or anything? Can I use what would that be? Insight?
Insight, yeah.
25.
25. Wow. Okay. What are you trying to discover?
To see if they're actually goodwill towards me, I guess. Like if I have been cursed by the person they were referencing, so I don't want to think I'm a complete idiot.
Yeah,
So do I feel like
you don't think that they're
this is a
intending you
good
harm?
cupcake? Okay. All right. Well, that makes me smile even broader.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm
And
gonna pat their little fairy heads.
yeah, and two of them will kind of poof out, and the last one go, "Good luck," and then poof.
Oh, I have a question for this wizard lady.
Yeah.
Since you gave Saria your red robe, are you going to change color?
I
Um,
don't think it works like that.
Doesn't
I
work
think
that.
you're.
Oh,
It does get cold here, so sorry. Do you mind if I take the old one?
I'll give you mine. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
give
I
you mine.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. I assumed we traded.
so you can't switch, or you
Changing
just
robes
don't?
does not change um our god. So I have the red
Oh,
robes
yeah,
because I
that
follow
makes sense.
Lunitari, and I would have to I would to change uh the intentions of my heart and to switch the other ones.
Well, haven't you already changed the intentions of your heart? Because you know that you can't trust your own judgment, and so you've stopped judging anything.
No, it's more of the way you view the world and not a self-confidence.
Okay.
All right. If are you going to just take the hour or a
Definitely
They
full
will
rest?
let me. I will. Oh, I don't need more than an hour unless anyone else wants more than an hour. I'm happy to stay here for as long as we need.
If I need it.
Yeah. No, I don't
Okay.
need it.
All right. So after an hour, you'll say your goodbyes, and we don't need to go through her entire apartment here, but there is a path through kind of a jagged pathway into the city itself. We're going to emerge from there and see a glittering city of broken domes and jagged towers before you. Nearby buildings and streets slope down into a basin of a vast ruin filled crater. Your vantage uh, provides a view of the entire city, some of its broken districts scarred by fire and flooding. Here and there, crumbled structures and massive rocks bob gently in defiance of gravity. At the city center, a delicate tower of sharp marble and graceful buttresses rise into the sky, made all the taller by its rocky foundation, which floats off the ground. We will start into the city next time.
Nice.
So I guess she didn't give us any money.
No, she didn't have any money.
It was worth a try.
Yeah.
So the robes of I named the item robes of sorcery too, but under normal circumstances, the Mont Blanc cloak or whatever it's used to be called before I changed it doesn't require attunement, and I couldn't figure out how to add that. So I guess I will try to remember that I already have one thing attuned, and that I can. I'll just try to remember, unless you
What is
can
it?
figure out
I'll
how
look
to
at it.
fix that. Yeah.
How does that not require attunement?
I was also shocked to learn this, but given that they are my red robes, I would imagine that they should require attunement.
This makes it a better item.
It does not. That is wild.
Well, this one does.
This one
This
does.
one
yeah.
does. I fully agree it should, but I yeah.
Otherwise,
But
we just sat around for an hour twiddling our thumbs, like, oh, well, thanks for hosting us. We're
Right.
just gonna sit here for a minute.
We eat all the candy in the bowl at the table.
Yeah.
And
And they're like
somehow
those little
the
strawberry things too. You know what I mean? Like those hard candies that are gooey in the
Yeah.
middle.
yeah somehow the I bet she also has Werther's Originals,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, she
Definitely.
definitely does.
Like
and somehow her
my molars aren't
teapot
loose.
never runs empty.
Yeah. That's perfect.
So for everybody, the cape of the Mont Blanc is while wearing it, you can use it to cast the Dimension Door spell as an action. Property of the cape can't
Wow.
be used again until dawn, and it bamps like Nightcrawler.
Dimension door's 500 feet.
That sounds right. I don't know, but yeah, it does the little smoke. And I do
Rad.
think it says bam. I mean, it's not in the book, but
Yep, 500
if
feet.
you're gonna teleport like Nightcrawler, you got to bamf.
Or a hard fart.
Any other spot within range, you arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating the distance and direction. So don't even need to see it.
Yeah, that's a wild spell.
How
I mean,
far?
That's awesome.
what was it?
Yeah, and
500
see,
feet.
You can bring along one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity.
Yep.
So I can take one of you with me.
that means if we have to cross water, we have another way.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
There'd be
500
other
feet
ways.
is
I bet-
crazy amount of distance too. Like,
It
Yeah.
is.
I bet what was this wizard's name?
oh, the woman in the
Yeah, the one we were just with.
Demelin.
Demelin, right.
Demolin.
If when I was talking to her, she's probably like, wow, social niceties have really changed in the last 300 years. If this is how it's coming in.
Youngins are rude now.
Can I show my cupcake before we leave? Can I show my cupcake to Saria? I don't think I'm a secret keeper. That's not my specialty. So I'm gonna be like, look, I got this cupcake from the fairies. And can you check to make sure this looks good? But I'm not gonna say who it's from.
Okay. So I guess my first question for the DM is, does this look like the cake that was given to me in the Testify Sorcery?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, I was just like, okay, this is from, like, I know where you got it. You don't have to tell me. I know exactly where it came from.
Some
You
fairies.
can eat it. it'll probably not kill you. It actually will probably help you, but just know that now you're going to owe the hag something. And so I would not eat it if I were you. You're perfectly capable. You don't need that cake.
I'm gonna look as she's talking. I'm gonna like I'm gonna be looking at her, and I'm gonna like be putting it back into my cloak, nodding like okay, like I've taken into consideration.
Is Saria still marked?
He's gonna eat that cake.
No, she's
He's
not.
gonna eat that cake 100%.
We're gonna be camping out tonight, like at the edge of the city.
He's like,
here with
he's gonna be about to put it in his mouth, and then someone's gonna roll a 1 and switch with him, and it's gonna appear in their mouth.
Lucas got this cupcake shoved in her mouth. Or I guess it would be like Jimpleton or Tim or somebody.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, that opens up so many possibilities. Like you just putting it into your pack does not make it safe from Tim.
Yeah, that's true. And I really like the idea that Tim pulled the Dragonlance out of her pack. Like, oh, you mean this thing?
Yeah.
Tim is going to be a spy for the hag.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Look, I got this new tattoo on my chest. It comes and it goes away sometimes.
Oh goodness.
Sweet.
All right.
Mhm.
What's coming up? We do not have Mont Blanc next weekend.
Did we decide on the first? Or wait, what are we?
I'm assuming
Was
the
it
first.
that one? Okay.
But we have not heard from everybody.
Okay.
Mm.
So but don't schedule anything on the 1st or the 8th.
So hopefully we can do that because we're finishing it. If we can get everybody
Right.
together,
Mhm.
which has been a problem for
It's been a
like
problem.
a year and a half now. So
Yes, it has. But on September 14th, we're starting a new game.
yeah.
We all
Santa
starting-
may be a Dreadlord too.
No. But you know what? One day we will do the second half of that. I need
Well,
to
that'll be at
I was
Christmas.
running. Yeah, I honestly like need to dig up my notes on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I am yeah, beyond super pumped. It's gonna be on Jeff Adams' channel where you're finally getting to start Tanaris RPG. And
So excited.
we looked up in our original messages because when we did the Kickstarter, Tanaris was way overly ambitious about a release date. And so
God.
we started planning the stream 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it finally was released. We have some very interesting characters. It's going to be huge and awesome. I have a theme song that we're gonna try.
I listened to it. It's the theme song, if I could describe it, and I'm really bad at describing music, it's like Steven Spielberg meets like Pink Floyd. So like I'm being like Close Encounters with electricity and lasers.
I will take
Well,
that.
that sounds awesome.
I like
That's how it sounded.
what I was trying to blend was psychedelic rock, so Floyd, and industrial and a little pop. And so that was
Okay.
actually a really good description of it. Wilk
Yeah.
says I'm a scorpion guy. That is true.
It is very true.
That is true.
Mhm.
And
I would like to throw in, back to the game real quick. While we were just sitting around waiting for an hour, I probably would have spent part of that time like trying to convince Mrs. D, because I forgot her name again.
I already put the book up.
The benefits
D.
of the benefits of working with Orem. Like just like putting a bug in her ear, like, oh yeah, he's great. Da, 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 da.
Yep. Sounds good. And we'll figure out next session of this. So now that we're in the City of Lost Names. We're
Mhm.
kind of like on that last peak of the roller coaster. Go overboard.
And we're staying level 7.
Got level 7, right?
Because it doesn't really feel like, we did a whole
Gosh.
lot. We skipped one encounter and then we talked to someone.
Right. Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
not
we
yet.
could have
Not yet.
taken that clay. We could have taken that clay golem. Feel like
But we didn't
could've-
have
We
to.
could have done that. We didn't have to. You're right.
I don't know,
We
like
coulda.
how many of y'all have is it only Zeroth that has non-magical attack? We need to fix that.
I have a magical
You do have that
dagger.
dagger
Mm.
that your girlfriend
my
gave you.
friend, not my girlfriend, my friend that's a girl.
My effing lady
My
friend.
lady
It's not a
friend.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
And actually, she's just a
sent you
giant
cake.
boulder.
Yeah, she is sending me a lot of crap.
Like, she's your friend that's a girl, but actually she's a rock.
A rock.
Yeah, because she's like the rock hag or whatever. She's just a giant boulder.
Oh, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's like a sentient boulder.
That kind of solves some problems. Cool. All right, man. Well, thanks, dude.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will catch y'all next time.